Published by guest post on August 7, 2019. August 7, 2019. What is it I want in my life? Have you ever stopped to think about this? Or are you satisfied with the predictable hamster wheel your life has become? Or maybe you're a conformist and breaking out from the status quo is a little too much for you to handle. Well, I've got news for you. The biggest tragedy of your life is that you're not life. In your quest to survive, you've forgotten the very basis of who you really are. Instead, you've chosen to glorify survival by making your life's purpose all about one thing: money. A day will come when you'll need to depart from this physical existence, and when that day comes, no amount of money in the world will bring you comfort. Death is the one truth you've been avoiding all your life. Am I too extreme? Realize that extreme is the only way some messages will be understood. This isn't just another guest post. If you actually listen to what I have to say, you can transform your life in ways you'll never imagine. The best way to read this post is by putting your prejudices, opinions, and biases aside. Read this post as a blank slate, willing to try anything to see if it works. Yoga, meditation, and massage. What if I told you these three things could transform the very way you exist? Yoga, the biggest gift to mankind. In 2019, there's two ways to look at yoga. One can look at it from the westernized, physical stretching perspective, or one can look at it from the ancient, thousands of years old practice perspective. If you look at yoga from the physical stretching perspective, you'll be doing yourself a big disservice, and that's because yoga is so much more than just physical stretching. The very word yoga means union. It's the process in which the seeker attempts to become one with divine consciousness. As such, yoga is something that must be taught with utmost care and attention. It's not something you one day sign up for because you have an achy back. If done correctly, yoga is a tool that can open up dimensions you never knew existed. Sounds too new agey, right? Remember how I said to keep your biases aside? This would be the time for that. While you're at it, please watch the video below. Please do not proceed until having watched the video below. If you watched the entire video, you now understand the power of true yoga and how it differs from everything else. I will not talk about what's being taught in the yoga studios, because that's not for me to say. If you have a working intellect, you'll figure out for yourself what's good for your well-being. Okay, so what is this real yoga that Leo's referring to in his video? As mentioned in the video, there's several branches of yoga. However, my familiarity is only with Kriya Yoga, which is one of the main types of yoga. So, that's what I'm going to be talking about here. What is Kriya Yoga, and what's the proper way of doing it? According to Wikipedia, Kriya Yoga is an ancient yoga system revived in modern times. If you're interested to know more about Kriya Yoga, I recommend you watch the movie Awake, The Life of Yogananda. It's an interesting story of a man and his quest for enlightenment. My personal experiences with Kriya Yoga have been nothing short of incredible. It's been 4 months now since I started, and I can say the results have been overwhelming. The Kriya Yoga taught to me was part of a 4-day program called Inner Engineering. The program is designed by Sadhguru, an Indian mystic, and offered through his foundation, Aisha. I'll admit I did at first think inner engineering sounds cheesy and over the top. After completing the program, however, my impressions are far from that. It's a well-organized, structured course that's been designed for everyone. You don't need to have any spiritual background, or prior experience with yoga or meditation. You simply show up, and the rest is taken care of. In this program, you'll learn an ancient powerful technique known as Shambhavi Mahamudra Kriya. They often refer to this as a technology of well-being. Let me tell you, it's much more than that. I've been practicing this technique twice a day for the last couple months, and I feel absolutely blown. Here's a few things I've personally experienced. More focused at work. Have you ever had that feeling of being unstoppable at something? It's like you're in the zone. That's how I feel like when I'm working on something nowadays. That sluggish, lagging feeling has pretty much disappeared since I started the Shambhavi practice. Less irritated. These days it takes a lot. It's not that people have stopped doing irritating things, it's just that I don't get triggered by them anymore. Aware of everything around me, there seems to be this heightened sense of perception in my days. It's kinda hard to describe in words, but it almost seems like I notice things a lot more. I notice the trees and how the leaves twirl in the wind. I notice the smell of rain before it starts pouring. I notice the sounds of birds chirping away. I notice the sweet fragrance of a flower without going up close to smell it. Should you take inner engineering, the 4-day program and the Shambhavi practice have changed me in ways I cannot articulate in words. If you can afford to do so, and if well-being is your priority, which it should be, then you should absolutely take it. Note, whether you decide to take it or not, makes no difference to me. I will not earn or benefit from your decision. Meditation, medicine for the mind. There are tons of meditation techniques you can find today. The most common and probably one of the most effective is watching the breath. Inhale, exhale, and so it goes. Just as yoga is a transformative tool for one's liberation, so too is meditation. So which one should you do? Meditation or yoga? If you want the most benefit, do both. I typically do yoga both in the morning, when I wake up at 6:20 a.m., and in the evening, 6 p.m., and then a 21-minute guided meditation called Isha Kriya in the evening before bed, 10:30 p.m. Isha Kriya is a free guided meditation available for anyone and everyone. Isha Kriya is the very reason I got into self-realization to begin with. It's such a powerful tool. If you sit down and do it with the right focus, it'll blow you away. It's that powerful. It's not just me who has had this experience, by the way. Scroll down on the actual YouTube video and see what others have to say. You'll be amazed. People who've practiced Isha Kriya have noticed the compulsions, smoking, overeating, consumption of caffeine, just melt away. It's amazing how a small connection with the divine can result in such a massive transformation. If this all sounds over the top to you, you must try it. Try it and see how far your logical mind takes you before it caves and fails. It's a beautiful thing. Massage, because the body needs to be taken care of. Also, yoga. If you're serious about your yogic and meditative practices, you're doing them because you want to get closer and closer to the divine, or what is commonly referred to as the source of creation. You want to touch the non-physical, and every practice is a journey to get you closer and closer. Massage is done to keep the physical body in good health. In 2019, massage has evolved to great heights. With advancements in technology, massage has been largely automated, so it's more convenient and cost-effective. Anyways, let's cut to the chase. What are your options for getting an effective massage these days? Go traditional, book an appointment with a trained therapist and go from there. This is the best option in terms of effectiveness, but also the most expensive. An hour of massage time ain't cheap. Consider automated solutions. Specifically, you may wish to consider investing in a massage chair. Massage chairs are great because they're able to give a body massage quick with little to no fuss. There are entry-level budget chairs that cost a few thousand, and then there are more technologically advanced chairs that are pretty expensive. Go old school. The cheapest of all three massage options is this last one. When I say old school, I'm talking about rollers and massage balls specifically. Make no mistake, if used correctly, these are highly effective tools. To summarize, yoga is for your spiritual well-being, meditation is for your mental well-being, massage is for your physical well-being. If you take care of these three aspects, physical, mental, and spiritual, your life will flower into something tremendous. Now you only need to take the necessary action. Bliss awaits. Share this. This article was submitted by a guest blogger. You can read about the author in the post above. If you would like to